We saw a nasty sell-off in gold and silver in the morning, then a reversal. Is this it? Is this the end of the correction already? Bulls are already taking the champagne out of the fridge. I'm saying not so fast, my friend. We're going to look at gold and silver, and we're going to look at natural gas. Wait, what? Yeah, natural gas. That's where the puck may go next. If you're familiar with the famous Wayne Gretzky quote, you know, you know. And 2 net gas stocks for your watch list for swing trades. All coming up now. Let's go. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. All right, lots to talk about. We're going to get right into it. So, gold chart here. Again, we do gold spot here. We don't do the future, we do gold spot. As you can see, we had a nasty sell-off to start the day, but then we had buyers coming in and they pushed the gold price up to the lower end of the purple zone that I gave you guys yesterday and I think last week as well. So obviously that zone, not the worst mark that we identified clearly, but we were not able to get into green territory. However, we have the long wick, so we have some buying, some support buying, but we are not getting the euphoric buying anymore. Now, that makes sense because you had all the leveraged gold investors washed out of the system. So what really happened? What really happened since August is this. When it was obvious that the Fed is going to start lowering rates and we're going to go in a cycle of rate cuts, a lot of institutional investors that had missed the boat on the gold rally in 2025 started loading up on gold with leveraged positions, because this is the only way how they could make up ground that they missed out on during the first 8 months of the year. That is what pushed the gold price so high, and when it went into, well, almost for gold, a parabolic level in September, October. And then we had the big flush out, as you know, and now uptrend broken. Now, if this stands as it is now, this is a confirmation of the broken downtrend. And then every day under the downtrend just increases the pressure on the gold price and could, and should lead to another flush out of institutions that are still with leveraged positions in the gold market. So silver looks a little bit better. And if you're asking why is that, if gold is doing worse, so you can see we have a really, really nice hammer at this horizontal support zone. We didn't really touch the 50, but we tried to get there. I'm not saying it's close enough, but we came to the proximity and people started buying up silver. Now, why is silver up more than gold? Reason being, again, that's the silver short squeeze, right? Every weakness right now, institutions will try to cover their short positions. Now, they don't want to do it to push the silver price up. And again, here as well, as long as we are below the uptrend now, this is a bearish chart. We're not done yet. We may be done short term, and then we'll assess and see what is happening. There's no need for us to rush into silver or into gold at the moment. That gives us the chance to look at a commodity that not that many people have on their radar yet, and that is nat gas. I just wanted to keep you informed on what's happening with gold and silver, because I know a lot of you are really worried and don't really know what to do and how to judge this whole situation. And that's here at Hot Trades of the Day, what I want to offer to you, to be here for you in even these crazy times, be here daily, to give you an update how I see the markets. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the videos. They're short. I like to keep them to 15 minutes or less. So give you the information that I think is important, and we're out. Now, gold, silver, that was the big trade 2025, and it'll be a big trade going forward. But it's also, especially when you look at the miners, after this crazy run-up that we had, I'm not saying the mining stocks are expensive, most of them actually aren't because the gold price went up so much. But if you have moves that are 100%, and with some of the miners 200, 300, 400%, there needs to be a time to digest those. So let's look at a sector that nobody likes, that nobody's invested in, that is cheap, that has a really, really strong bull case, and that bull case is called data center energy. And that's nat gas. Now let me zoom out and show you what the nat gas chart looks like. As you can see, it looks way better than you would think. And I've said this before, we're in an uptrend since 2023, which makes sense. What started happening in 2023, 2024? Well, data centers started to come out. Now, if you follow the data centers, for example, you know there's a bunch of them, like about a dozen that are getting built in Texas close to oil and gas fields, showing you, supporting the thesis that I've been telling you that yes, the uranium story, that is the big long-term story, but short-term, mid-term, nat gas is actually the affordable fuel that will keep a lot of these data centers running. And that's the reason, in my opinion, why nat gas is moving up. Now it's moving up slowly, it's not spectacular, the market's not paying attention because the market almost never pays attention to nat gas unless it goes parabolic or it completely collapses. It looks at the oil price. The oil price has done basically nothing. But under the hood, we are seeing buying in energy stocks. And you will see this with the two nat gas stocks that I'm going to show you now. Man, they look way better than you would think energy stocks look right now. But let's take a look at nat gas, which again looks better than you think. We're above the 50, the purple line, as you can see. We're in the uptrend. We're at the lower end, which makes it an attractive investment opportunity in the gas stocks. That's what I would invest in. I would not invest in nat gas itself because they're more or less mirror, as you will see, the nat gas price. As you can see on the daily here, we've been hitting our head now twice on this blue resistance zone. So this is the crucial zone. Clearly, it goes back to 2024. It's about a year. You wouldn't think it would be that hard, right? But it is. And the reason, one of the reasons is there's no euphoria for nat gas yet. If we break above it, as we have seen in the past with the last big run-up, right? Man, when nat gas parties, it really, I mean, that's a rager you want to be invited to. So, we have not made a new high, but we have established that we've broken the downtrend. That's good. We have made higher lows. That's also good. We're still above the 50. So I keep watching nat gas. This looks interesting for me. Do I need to rush and buy nat gas stocks now? No. But that's why we talk about this early. So we have a chance to use weakness to position ourselves. Because we see something that the broad market is not seeing here at Hot Trades of the Day. We did the same thing with the gold stocks, with the uranium stocks, with the silver stocks. Now let me show you two of my favorite gas stocks. Big companies, but that doesn't matter. First, Tech Resources. All right. Tech is just as crazy as, you know what? Let me zoom out and show you guys this, because this is a wild. All right, we're going to the monthly and look at these swings that we have here in tech resources. We basically collapsed from like 54 all the way down to 4 or 5. So basically 90%. And we go 13x in about a year. Then we collapse all the way back down around 90%. Go back up, that's about like a 5 to 6 bagger here in no time. Break down again. So, and now since 2020, look at the run we have had. This is about, let's do some math here real quick. Let's say we about 8. 8 in the top, it's around, let's say 52, 53. So that gives us 6 bagger, 7 bagger, like somewhere in the middle there. So pretty awesome. You can see clearly bullish consolidation flag right here. I'm switching to the lower time frame of the weekly now. And you can see within it now, we've already broken this triangle formation. We've broken the downtrend. We're moving up, higher highs, higher lows on the weekly. This chart looks good. Look at the RSI. It's gaining strength. You don't see it in the net gas price yet, but you see it in this stock. Pay attention to it. Another one, Antero Resources. Look at this. This is beautiful. Yes, we're below the 50 weekly, but we have this uptrend right here. We have this horizontal support zone, and we are right close to this zone. You want to open up a swing trade with a great risk-reward ratio? This stock may be for you. And if we switch to the daily, you can see we have this nice double support right here. Right? We're kind of coiling here. We're forming this bottom. These are 2 stocks to put on your watch list if you're thinking about nat gas as well, because everybody knows the big oil plays, but nobody really cares about the nat gas plays, which is one of the reasons why they go up so hard when they go up, when they rally, because everybody's jumping into the same stocks. Then you just need to be first. So that's it for today. We'll see how the market's gonna react in the next days. The big earnings are coming up from big tech. That's what really gonna move the market. And that's also gonna have an effect on the precious metals. That's also gonna have an effect on the energy stocks. If there are worries coming into the market that the economy might be weak, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see, and we wait for our chances. That's it for today. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.